G'day everyone, Ian here, also known as Professor Shoelace. Today's video is about my Mega Ian knot. Now, unlike my regular Ian knot, which is the world's fastest shoelace knot, this one's quite a bit slower but much more secure. Let's look at that now. Start by showing it to you on my Ian Shoelace site, which if I animate, you'll see it's two double loops, the ends of which are pushed through each other to form a triple wrap in the middle. Makes this knot very secure. Now let's look at that on a regular shoe. Begin by tying a leftover right starting knot. It's a left end going over the right end, tuck one end and pull tight. Now we create two loops, and it helps to learn the regular Ian knot first, because this technique of forming a loose end on the front and a loose end behind and pushing through each other for the regular Ian knot is very similar for the technique for the Mega Ian knot. Again, we pinch them there, swing the left end forwards, the right end away from ourselves, swing them up to meet in the middle, and that results in a loose end at the front and a loose end behind. Now I'll pull up so that I've got quite a bit of additional lace, because we're now going to swing this left end away from ourselves, under and back towards ourselves to form the double loop on the left. The right end will swing towards ourselves, under and away from ourselves to form the double loop on the right. Now with all of these loops lined up together, we've got like a tube of loops, and the object is that we want to push this loose end through the tube from the left, and at the same time push this loose end through the tube from the right. And when the bits of the loose ends meet in the middle, we swap them over and pull them through. And the result is this triple wrapped knot that forms the Mega Ian knot. And that triple wrap is what makes this knot really super secure. In fact, if I sort of separate this a bit, you'll see that we've got like a single wrap on either side with two half wraps meeting in the middle there. Now this knot, just under normal use, will not come undone, but at the end of the day, pulling the loose ends slightly further than the normal knot will untie it. Anyway, so that's the Mega Ian knot. I'll show it to you at my normal speed. Push the ends through, pull tight, and neaten it up if you want to, but either way you've got a very secure knot. And finally, if you want to go for a little bit of fun here, let's create most of this the same way, but instead of feeding just the loose end, let's feed both of these loops and both of those loops past each other. Tricky to do, but if you get it all right, what you end up with is two loops being fed through, and this is sort of like what I call a quad loop Ian knot, and it's great for consuming excess shoelace, but the end result is no more secure than the regular Ian knot. Anyway, that's the Mega Ian knot. If you want more detailed instructions and diagrams on how to tie this knot, as well as about 20 other shoelace knots, you can go to Ian Shoelace site.